Hello, I'm Pamela Phillips Oland, and I am a career lyricist. I've earned my living writing lyrics for all my career. And I live in the world of words, and I know you do too, because you're watching this. My great love has always been musical theater. I grew up in London, and my parents would take me for every birthday to see a musical. And so I started writing musicals when I was about 18. I wrote a musical about a guy who gets a heart transplant and the heart's still in love with the other guy's girlfriend. But I have been writing musicals, and I had written about 14 of them when I got asked to write a show called Soldier of Orange. It has now been running for almost 14 years in Amsterdam, and it has sold 3.5 million tickets and is the most successful show in Dutch history, and probably the longest running show in Europe at this point. And I'm writing 2 others right now, and I love doing it. But I wanted to say to you, if you are writing musicals, or even if you're simply writing songs, that the time will come. You never know when it will happen, but you have to keep doing it, and you have to stay with developing it, and don't be afraid to revise or rewrite. And here's a big tip. When you rewrite, do it after you've done your first draft. Because if you rewrite constantly as you go, you'll never get your ideas on paper, and they'll never be fluent. So allow the ideas to come out. In my career, I was lucky enough, I started with, my first cut was Lou Rawls, who was a wonderful R&B singer, and Lola Falana, and then I did some dance stuff, disco stuff, and then I wrote for Frank Sinatra. I became his last lyricist in his career, and it was the beginning of my career, really. And after that, I had a wonderful opportunity. I got to write with Leon Silvers and Silver Spoon Records, and wrote for the Whispers and the Spinners and Gladys Knight and the Brothers Johnson, and just so many people, Evelyn Champagne King, Shakedown. I wrote all kinds of R&B. I learned how to write R&B, and then I was lucky enough to have a #1 country song with Anne Murray, Nobody Loves Me Like You Do. She sang it as a duet with Dave Loggins, and then that song was recorded by Whitney Houston and Jermaine Jackson as a duet. And I've written for, and then Aretha Franklin and the Four Tops did one of my songs, If Ever a Love There Was. I wrote for Engelbert Humperdinck so many songs. He kept calling me to write more and more songs. And I wrote for so many artists. Hundreds of songs were recorded. And I love using words to tell stories and draw pictures. It's just part of my life. I've taught lyric writing for many, many years. I taught for 8 years at UCLA. I taught it at Carnegie Hall. I went and taught it for seminars around the world, around the country. Every songwriter group you can think of, I went and spoke to. And so I've really put in my time teaching it. I also wrote 2 books, The Art of Writing Great Lyrics and The Art of Writing Love Songs, which are available if you go on Amazon. And I just want to create a contest. I wanted to create an award, actually, for excellence in the art of writing lyrics, because there was no such thing on the college level that I knew about. And I want to encourage greatness in thought and in the way that you develop your ideas. And so I created this contest with UNLV, who is my alma mater, and I'm working with the College of Fine Arts and Dean Nancy Usher. And this is a wonderful opportunity. This is our 2nd year to do this contest, and this will be perennial. This will go on every year. And I want this to become a prestigious contest. I'm giving a $5,000 award to the winner, because I want you to know that you're appreciated and that your hard work does pay off and can be responded to. My judges are going to be the highest caliber people in the music industry, very high end. I want this to be done with every kind of consideration for you having the right opportunity. And I really encourage you to write something wonderful, imaginative. Great songwriting is so important. And I congratulate you on your choice of doing this work, whether you do it full-time or whether it is your avocation. You never know what will happen, and the one song that will never become a hit is the one you never write.